right, so here's what I really think. Every human is vegan. So if you're watching this, you're vegan. And the reason why I'm saying that, definition of vegan, and you agree with this principle. So tell me if you disagree with this principle. And this is why I think everyone is vegan. You don't agree that we should kill animals for food, or kill others for food if it's unnecessary. Or from where we are today, 2026, you no longer want to contribute to other animals being killed or slaughtered for things that are unnecessary. If you agree with that statement, you're vegan. Now, it comes down to that's a vegan philosophy, so not many people will disagree with that. But now you have to find your justification of why it's necessary for you to contribute to that. And whatever your thoughts and beliefs are around that justification stems from you knowing that original question was absolutely not. I don't agree with other animals dying or being hurt or tortured, or what you wouldn't want done to you. You wouldn't want animals to have that done to them. Any other animals for an unnecessary reason. If it wasn't absolutely necessary for me, for you, absolutely necessary for you to do that, that principle is vegan. You're vegan. This is why I think everyone agrees with that statement. And if you disagree, let me know how you disagree, and then why it's necessary for you. Why, what justification do you have? So it'll either be, God said so, or God said that we could. It could be for nutrition, you absolutely need to eat meat, so we're going to contribute to killing and eating them. It's giving the animal a better life is another justification. Like, you're actually killing them, or hunters will say that they've lived a good life, so that's kind of their justification. And it's for food, that we're superior, that we're just more like that we're our species can do whatever we want with animals, non-human animals. What are some other justifications? Tradition. I mean, evolution, or we've always been doing it. So we wouldn't have got here to where we are if we hadn't eaten animals. It's another one. But you're going into the past, 2026 today, wherever you're living. That's, and is it necessary for you to contribute to that? And it's what you're used to. Everyone else is doing it. But morally speaking, we know that that's the wrong thing to do. If we want to, I'm going to say, be an empathetic, compassionate person, or morals or values, that we care about what others are going through. And it's not about whether we care about them or not, or we love animals. It's just about, do the animals care enough about their own lives to have value, to matter? And I think the answer is yes, and I think you would agree. They have an experience, they're sentient, they go through, they have emotions, they play, they run around. Look at dogs, for example, and you just relate that to all the other species, and they have their own unique way of looking at the world, or looking through their lens. And they have a brain, and they feel pain, and they can suffer. And so we absolutely should not be contributing to things, or paying for things, or supporting things that make them, or continue to have them, suffer. That would be super selfish of someone personally. We care enough about whatever it is, that other beings' lives don't matter. And I think that, if you're a reasonable person, I think you would agree with that statement. And if not, like, think about like how you were taught, or, and I think a lot of it has to do with how we were taught or how we were brought up. But just that principle, and I think the majority of us like are just going through it without even realizing it or questioning it, because it's just all around us. It's so normalized. It's everywhere. There's magazines. It's on TV. There's TV ads. There's every restaurant that you go to. Every restaurant that you see, Raising Cane's just open up, selling chickens. You have burger, Taco Bell, a bunch like meat, Freddy's, meat. They also have vegan option at Freddy's though. And then Taco Bell as well. Ask for it Fresca style. It's all dairy free. They should know what that means, but Crunch Wrap Supreme Fresca style. Freddy's, you do a bean burger, no sauce, no cheese, all the toppings. Dude, there's vegan options everywhere. There's plant-based options. You don't need to be consuming animals. And Jersey Mike's, look at that, nothing but processed animal meat. Turkey, ham comes from pigs. They got chicken sandwiches in there. They got all the animals in Jersey Mike's. Taco Bell, cows and chickens. And who knows what else? Ooh, the line is long. We're going through it. We got nothing else to do. We're going. So, like, their lives matter to them. And I think that that's all that should matter for us to be able to explore and choose the other option. And so it's not asking much. I mean, you just buy all plant options. You figure out how to navigate life eating plant options. You got chickpeas, you got lentils, you got seitan, you got beans, rice. All plants have protein. You find recipes that you feel that you figure out who loves them, how you can make them very efficiently. Obviously, the more that you do it, the more efficient that you'll get. But you'll find out, quick things to do for bulk. If you have kids, you navigate each and every meal around like a plant-based option. And it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. And I'm going to say that you can no longer be conflicted, because those people that are continuing to do it or not try, you're contributing to it still. And you know that it's wrong. So it's like, why continue to contribute to something knowing that it's wrong? It's built on habit. It's some would say it's difficult to do that. You think that you're completely changing your lifestyle. You can never do it. You've maybe even told yourself that you can never do it. That in itself, number one, you should never tell yourself that you can't do something. No way. Don't do that. You're absolutely, not going to be able to do it. So if you already precondition yourself to saying, I could never go vegan, I could never do that, I can't do that, it's going to be naturally harder to overcome that. So I would certainly stop that bad habit of saying that you can't do something. But everybody can go vegan. You just explore a plant-based option. You go and find and navigate the plant-based option, because you can get all your protein, all your nutrients, everything from plants. And if you think that's not the case, that to me is the biggest first step to do, is you have to get over that hump. You absolutely have to get over this false myth of you can't be strong, fit, and healthy by only eating animals. Like that's not good. If you believe that, that's the false truth. So, that's really the case. So, I hope they get me here. There we go. They got me. I got nervous there. They weren't going to get me in this car wash. My license plate is tinted. And I'm all the way at the end. It's packed. They got these cameras that open up the gates improved. You see, like Tommy's.